Hey, this is John Cena, and you are watching this WWE Fan 13.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a continuation of my 12 days of collabs, aka my Christmas special. So I really hope you guys have been enjoying these past couple of videos I've done. I'm sorry I have missed a couple of the days, because the reason why I had to miss a couple of the days is because either the videos were not turned in time, or just stuff like that happened. So that's why some of the days are missing. But you know what? That's okay, because we have a lot of awesome ones coming. And yesterday was one of my best ones I have done so far. Of course, all of them have been awesome, and you need to go check out every single one I've done starting from December 14th. But yesterday I did an interview with the one, the only Izzy Mania. Now, if you guys don't know Izzy, she is the Bailey girl, or the little girl that cried at NXT TakeOver. You know Izzy, the one that sits at front, in pretty much the front row of all NXT Full Sail shows. And so go check out that interview, guys. It was really good. After this video, go check it out. It was awesome. You guys will be able to get to know Izzy on a more personal level, be able to understand what she's all about in her journey of becoming a professional wrestler. So go check it out. At the end of this video, there will be a card that pops up somewhere up here, so stay tuned for that. But definitely go check it out if you've not already. But yeah, so with that being said, today's collab is with a guest that I've had on my channel in the past. You guys know him on YouTube as Wise Guy. When I asked you guys who you wanted me to collab with, Wise Guy's name came up a lot. So I was like, you know what, let's have Wise Guy back on the channel. So basically in today's video, myself and Wise Guy, we're going to be telling you guys, you know, since the Royal Rumble's coming up, it's the next pay-per-view in WWE, we're going to be telling you guys, in our opinions, the best surprise entrances, or like wrestlers coming back or wrestlers debuting in the WWE that has ever happened in the history of the Royal Rumble. So that's what we're going to be doing in today's video, like I said. So I'm going to pass it over to Wise Guy. He's going to introduce himself. He's going to say his top 5, and then I'll give you guys my top 5. So let's give it to Wise Guy.
I would like to give a huge shout out to Miss WWE Fan 13 for letting me on her channel for the second time. I've been on here before, but this time we're doing something a little different. We're going to be doing our top 5 most surprised entrances in the Royal Rumble. Of course, Royal Rumble is next month, so this is like an appropriate video to do if you ask me. And I'm sure she already explained this at the beginning of the video, so without further ado, I am just going to tell you guys my list. So number 5 has to be when John Cena returned in the 2008 Royal Rumble. Now, I don't remember much from that. I don't even remember if I saw that live, but I felt the hype, and I was watching around that time too, so I vaguely remember it. He eliminated Triple H. It was just all a shocker, and if we're going to put that in a list, that would definitely be in top 5. I mean, if you guys watched the pop he got, just everything in general, that was amazing. And he was so over back then. He still is, but that belongs on a top 5 list. Number 4 is Edge returning in the 2010 Royal Rumble. That was actually a shocker, because I think he had a major ankle injury. I think that took him out for like over a year, and then there was no rumors, no anything whatsoever, which that's the one thing I liked about back then. There was like no rumors online. Now it's everywhere. Say if someone's gonna return, you'll see it like all over the media. Back then it was just a shocker, and Edge returned to a massive pop, and it was amazing. I had no words, honestly. I remember watching that live, and I remember the pop he got. Him eliminating, I think it was Batista, I'm not sure, but he got the win. That shocker was amazing. So number 4 is definitely to Edge, 2010 Royal Rumble return. Number 3 has to go to Rey Mysterio returning earlier this year in the Royal Rumble. Now that was another amazing return. I believe, Greatest Royal Rumble was after this, so this was his first appearance. And then he took a break, and then he got signed officially, which he's on the SmackDown brand now. So that was amazing. I wasn't expecting that at all. I actually had no idea he was coming. So when he returned, it was pretty cool to see him in the ring with people like Adam Cole, Finn Balor, and a couple other people he was in the ring with. But now we get to see more of that, considering the fact that he's actually in the WWE officially. But that return was cool, hearing his music and just seeing him in the 2018 WWE. And now that he's in it, it's totally still interesting. Okay, so number 2 has to go to Chris Jericho, 2012. He was actually number 2 in the Royal Rumble, so already starting this match off, we had a shocker. So Chris Jericho, he took like a long break off. I think what happened, was this around like when he just walked around the microphone and didn't say anything? Because I remember that so well. I don't know if that was the night after Royal Rumble, or he had like this gimmick where he would just walk around the microphone and not say anything. I think he was like feuding with Dolph Ziggler at the same time, but Ziggler was number 1, he was number 2, and I don't know how long he lasted, but that was a shocker because he hasn't been in the WWE for a while, and then he made his return, so that was really cool. And yeah, so number 2 definitely goes to Chris Jericho. Okay, so number 1, I had to think this one out really well, and I wouldn't really call this a return, but this is definitely a surprise entrant. Triple H, 2016, when he actually won the WWE champion. That was insane. Roman Reigns got eliminated. He was like forced to defend his title. He was number 1, mind you, and then Triple H came out number 30 and beat him. And that played out so well because, you know, he's in the authority, and the whole plan was for him to screw him over, Roman, the whole time. So that worked out so well. And that just changed everything because he won the freaking WWE champion at the same time. So not only was it a surprise entrant, but it was a surprise title change at the same time, which definitely pushed that in number 1. That is the end of my list. I'm not really sure if I'm going first or after Miss WWE Fan, but I would like to thank Kayla for letting me on her channel. Once again, it is always great being on here. And I think this was a really cool video, top 5 Royal Rumble, considering it's right down the road. And I believe she's going. So Kayla, have fun at the Rumble, and I'm going to be watching on my couch, eating popcorn, eating Reese's, and haven't really thought about what drink I'm going to have yet. You know, Reese's and soda doesn't go well. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Kayla.
So thank you, Wise Guy, for being a part of my channel again. It's always awesome collabing with you because you're an awesome YouTuber, and you always make the collabing process so easy because you're always on time with everything. So everyone, go subscribe to Wise Guy. His link is down below. Go check out all his social media. Everything for Wise Guy will be down below in the description box. Go follow him. And yeah, so thanks, Wise Guy, again. And with that being said, now it's time for my top 5 surprise entrants. You know, Wise Guy took a lot of the ones that were my favorite, you know, like John Cena, of course, and Rey Mysterio. But that's okay because I agree with pretty much his whole list. And so I'm just going to be adding the 5 more that I think were pretty much history making. So with that being said, this is in no particular order. I guess the order I'm going to be doing this in is from the oldest entrance to the most current one that I have. So let's get started. So at number 5, we are doing the 3 Faces of Mick Foley from the Royal Rumble 1998. During this Royal Rumble, I was only 2 years old, so obviously I didn't watch it. Well, maybe I saw it live because my brother used to watch wrestling, but I don't remember it personally from watching it live, but I have seen it now on the WWE Network and stuff. And if you guys don't know what I mean by the 3 Faces of Mick Foley, basically Mick Foley pulled one of the coolest things ever. As you guys know, Mick Foley is Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. So what he did, guys, I just need to make sure I give you guys the right info. Okay, so basically what Mick Foley ended up doing was the number 1 entrance was Cactus Jack, I believe, if I'm getting the right information. Cactus Jack came out, and he ended up facing his tag team partner, Chainsaw Charlie, also known as Terry Funk. And then the 2 hardcore icons used Plunder to beat each other up, The Rock and pretty much everyone else, before Charlie dumped Cactus Jack. So everyone thought, you know, everyone at the Rumble was like, okay, you know what, Cactus Jack, he's done, Mick Foley's done, I guess he's out of the Rumble. But no, they were wrong, because halfway through the match, fans got a delightful surprise as Mankind entered at number 16. So guys, imagine being there at the Rumble live, and maybe if you're one of Mick Foley's biggest fans and you're just sitting there like, dang, he's already out, and then all of a sudden number 16 comes out and it's Mankind. That is so cool. Like, why can't there be someone like that now in WWE where they have like 3 phases? Like Cody Rhodes could have pulled that off so good. He could have been Cody Rhodes and Stardust, just saying. But anyways, so the second phase of Foley went right for Chainsaw Charlie and dumped him and his sagging pants. Mankind was eliminated by the artist formerly known as Goldust after being in the match less than 3 minutes, but he only hit the locker room long enough to change gear. Guys, I love Mick Foley. He's just so awesome. So then, guys, everyone was probably thinking, they were probably on their seats like, maybe he'll come back for Dude Love, or maybe he's out this time. Yeah, he definitely has to be out, right? Wrong. Dude Love entered at number 28 and ended up being one of the final 4 in the match, along with Farouk, Austin, and The Rock. All in all, not a bad evening for Mick Foley. Kudos to him for thoroughly fooling the athletic commissioner 3 times. And yeah, so that was so cool to me, in my opinion. I just found it so funny because, you know, that was a very creative way for Mick Foley to use all 3 of his characters. Like, you know, I just found it super creative. It was just really cool, and that is why I added it to my list. At number 4, we have the 2009 Rumble with Rob Van Dam. So if you guys don't know, during the 2009 Rumble, before then, RVD was gone for 2 years, and he returned to the Rumble at the number 25 spot. I don't think he eliminated anybody, to be honest with you, but I think he was eliminated by Chris Jericho. You know, like, I know there was bigger and better returns and stuff, like John Cena, Edge, and all them, but RVD had been gone for so long doing independent shows. None of us ever thought he would come back, because I think stuff had happened between him and Vince McMahon and stuff, if I read articles correctly before doing this video. And so we never thought he would come back. And I remember watching it, and I'm actually a big fan of RVD. He's not like my favorite, but I do enjoy watching him. And so I remember hearing his music go off, and I was like, oh shoot, it's RVD. So like, that's why I decided to put him at back number 4, because honestly, I don't care who you are, you have to know RVD is gonna be in the Hall of Fame, and he is definitely an ECW legend. At number 3, we have the Glamazon Beth Phoenix entering the Royal Rumble 2010. I know China was the very first one to ever enter the Royal Rumble, but I don't think China, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong on this, don't quote me, because I was little at this time, but I don't think China was a surprise entrance. I don't think she was. Like I said, I might be wrong, so don't quote me. But Beth Phoenix was a surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble, and I think, if I remember correctly, she only ended up eliminating the Great Khali, which was a big deal, because I remember at the time, Great Khali, you know, huge guy, he was one of the biggest in WWE. So for the fact that Beth Phoenix eliminated Great Khali, even though she pretty much did it by like kissing him and pulling him over the top rope, you know what, I'll take it. And for the time, considering at the time women's wrestling wasn't really taken seriously because of stuff like that, you know, she still eliminated Great Khali. You know, it was awesome. And so clearly, you know, Beth Phoenix is awesome. She's in the Hall of Fame, and you know, just the fact that Beth Phoenix got to have that moment, it just adds to her already amazing career. At number 2, we have Karma entering the 2012 Royal Rumble. Karma came out as number 21 into the Royal Rumble. She didn't last that long, but she did end up having 2 eliminations. She ended up eliminating Unico, aka the current Sin Cara, and she ended up scaring Michael Cole into pretty much eliminating himself. And then I think she ended up getting eliminated by Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, thanks to Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler was able to pretty much eliminate Karma. But it was pretty cool that Karma was able to eliminate 2 people, Unico and Michael Cole. Michael Cole wasn't a big shocker because, you know, Michael Cole's Michael Cole. But it was cool to see her eliminate Unico, in my opinion. And honestly, I hope one day we get to see Karma come back. Give the video a thumbs up if you guys want to see Karma come back one day. Alright guys, and at number 1. This was a moment I had been waiting for so long. It is the 2016 Royal Rumble, where the phenomenal AJ Styles made his WWE debut. I remember, you know, leading up to that Royal Rumble, I had heard rumors from everybody saying AJ's gonna come, he's gonna be in WWE, and you know, they were just rumors, they weren't for sure. And I remember sitting there the day of the Rumble. I had my TNA AJ Styles shirt on. I had my gloves, just sitting there. We're actually right there on that bed, sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, is he gonna be here? And I remember I was freaking out. And then, you know, 1 and 2 came out, and I was just like, okay, come on, like, when is AJ? Is he gonna be here? And then at number 3, AJ Styles came out. And I remember when his music hit, and across the board it said, I am phenomenal. And I honestly started freaking out. I flew up from my bed. I was like, oh my god, AJ's here. And I was just so happy, because if you guys don't know, I've been a fan of AJ since he was in TNA. If you don't see back here, where is it? Right there, when he had short hair. I've been a fan of him since probably around that time. And that's from when I met him, when he was still in TNA, like a long time ago. But I remember I've been waiting so long for him to come to WWE, and I honestly I never thought it would happen, because, you know, he was doing great things in TNA and then in New Japan, and he was doing all this awesome stuff, and I just never thought he would come to WWE. And then the time came and he finally did. And I remember he was doing so good. I could have sworn he was gonna win the Rumble. I really thought so, but he didn't. He ended up getting eliminated by Kevin Owens. And, you know, that's okay, because then he went on to do amazing things, had an amazing feud with John Cena, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that was definitely my number 1. So yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below, what is your favorite, your absolute favorite surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble, and who do you think we're gonna have a surprise entrant as this year at the Royal Rumble? I have a feeling maybe Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn might come back. I'm not too sure. And just to answer any questions out there, no, I'm not going to the Royal Rumble in Phoenix. I'm saving to go to Disneyland in October 2019, so I will not be going to the Royal Rumble. I wanted to, but I want to save enough money for Disneyland, so that is why I'm not going. But you know what, it's okay. There's other Rumbles and other pay-per-views I can go to in the future. But yeah, so once again, thank you, Wise Guy, for joining me today, and stay tuned for tomorrow's collab. It's going to be a very good one, just like all the other ones are. And right now the card will pop up to go check out Izzy's interview, so click it right now to go check it out, and make sure you smash a thumbs up on that video to show some love for Izzy. And yeah, so that's it, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.
Are you a supporter of the Marine Corps?
Absolutely.
Great, because a former decorated member of the United States Marine Corps needs your support.
And his name is